Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now this is part 2 of If You Don't Have a Barrel, What Do You Do? Blending experiments. So I figured I had some of this Old Kempton Pinot cask, 46% left. This is a Tasmanian whiskey. It says cask number 2, cask type Pinot, 46%, unchill filtered, natural color. So there's this much left. So you know what? I figured this could be like an experiment. It'll be essentially like you finishing it in a old Kempton cask that had Pinot, the whiskey in it. So let's grab our little experimental flask we have here. And you know what? We're just gonna add that into this, and then we'll eventually tip all this back into this bottle, because how cool is the old Kempton bottle there? See, look at that little stumpy bottle. Alrighties, let's pop this open. Alright, here we go, experimenting. But you know what? Before we even blend it, I'm actually curious of how it is right now. So you know what? Just because, let's pour up some old Kempton Pinot cask. Just a little sip. Alrighty, here we go. Whose dog is that? Now the color is very light golden hue. Oh my goodness. It's kind of like apricot-y, very raisins, very plummy. You could almost say even peaches coming through. Very sweet. You know what? Sweet's going to work in well with this, so we're definitely going to blend it in. Here we go. Let's just have a taste of how this is going. Let's go. Very sweet, but you are getting a malty note. I wonder how that's going to go together. I mean, we could pour a little bit. Oop, some hair. Pour a little bit into here, hopefully without spilling too much. Alrighties. Let's just put the cork on that just for safety. Now this is like a little experiment then. We're going to see how it is together. Like a sweet bourbon that is like apricots or peach or something. You know what? Let's just have a taste. It's all about the taste. Cheers, everyone. Blending experiments without a cask or barrel. Yep, let's do it. It's just a roller coaster of flavors. Alright. Pause for the cork pop. Oh, here we go. May as well. You know what? Makes this expression even more rare now. You know, am I ever going to go buy this bottle again? So this is like a one-off. Oh, bit of cork here. I'll just grab that out. Alrighty, let's tip this in. Let's go. You can call that 1%. Come on, guys. It was like right on the very end. Alright. There we go. Put the cork back on. Alright. Let's do this. Oh. Alright. Let's check this out. Whoop. Wet the cork, eh? I really want to have a taste, but I know I should really let it do its mingling, let it do its thing. But just to see how this random blend is just before it kind of mingles. Let's go. Cheers, everyone. Drink responsibly. Try experimenting. I'm just documenting the journey, so here we go. Call that bottle killed. Goodbye, Pinot cask. You know what? Came in a lovely bottle. We're going to use that bottle again. Came in a tin box. Alright, let's have a sip. Here we go. Very sweet, that's for sure. Sweet and smoky, so you know what? I'm going to have another sip. Cheers, everyone. The sweet with the smoky, it's starting to create like a dark chocolate kind of vibe. It is interesting, but I think I just want to raise the proof up. I mean, this is nice. The finish is long for what it is. Very interesting, very sweet plus smoky. You know, there's all sorts of things going on right here. You know what? I think that's going to conclude part 2 of blending experiments. We're going to let it mingle. Maybe one more sip. Here we go. It is a journey. Wow. Alright. It's like sweet Australian Tasmanian whiskey vibe. Then the mid palate, it just transitioned to like the bourbon notes. So quintessential caramel vanilla. Then when it kind of hits like the back palate, you're getting that smoky campfire peat smoke. Finish is still going. Slight tingles on the tongue. So the proof must have got extracted from us adding in a little bit of the Lagavulin, because that was natural cask strength. Oh my goodness, that actually is a journey, guys. I don't know if I want to just tip this into that bottle now and call that an experiment batch 1, or just let it sit for another day. Because sometimes every now and then I think, damn, I should have really pulled it out the day before, because it's a little bit more woody now. I think it's really interesting now, but let's see what it does for another day. Alright, we're going to seal that up. Here we go. Sealed. Tune in for part 3 of If You Don't Have a Barrel, blending experiments. Don't even know how this is going to end, but I know we're going to just fill up this bottle. Maybe we could blend the other previous batch into there. Don't know how that's going to go. I kind of wanted to compare the batches, but you know what? Since I recently just had a sip at this, I'm going to grab some of that batch, if I can reach it. Here we go. Alrighty, so essentially the Booker's 2020 aged in that Australian red gum after it held some rum. Then I believe we added in some of the vintage Evan Williams vintage 2014. Let's just pour it into a fresh glass, eh? Alright. Just a sip, just to see the comparison. Here we go. Oh, very sweet. It's almost youthful. Vanilla, caramel forward. Oh, but it's more like a candied apple note in there. And there comes the red gum on the background. Oh, let's have a sip. Mm, mm, mm. Sweet. Oh, that is good. Sweet. That notes of red gum. It's just all in the finish. It's not bitter wood. It's just sweet red gum. Now that's a good blend. Oh my goodness. I don't really want to have any more of that. Could you enter that in a competition and win something? Now that is a master creation, guys. This is what home blending is all about. You could get to blend a few things, do these experiments, and maybe create something that you've never tasted before, that you could be like, this is an award-winning tasting whiskey, you know. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you do these blending experiments. That is just awesome. You know what? There's still a little sip left. That is good. Now I'm starting to think maybe this is going over oaked. I know we should really rinse this, or hold on. Let's just go. Oh, bit of the one of the little wood chips went in there. Could totally get that out. Put it back in there. Here we go. Cork on. Let's have a taste. Let's have a look at the color. I mean, color is still relatively light compared to how we left it for like 4 days. If you guys can see that. It's practically like caramel to yellow, hay, golden. It's almost like a cherried finished bourbon. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if people would be able to think if this is a bourbon or if it's like a cherried scotch. I am curious to see if this would go well with a cigar. Maybe this is the new cigar batch of the year. This is what blending's all about, guys. Try this at home responsibly. You know, you can make measurements, you can take notes, you could do this however you want, and that's the whole fun out of these blending experiments. But you know what? Let's have a taste. Here we go. It is a nice nose. It's not as sweet though. Can you hear that tapping sound? I think that's a bird tapping on my window. That's just a lot more, maybe malty. That, can you hear that tapping? I think it's a bird on the window. All right, birdie. I will slow down now. I think maybe I should empty that. I think it is going a little bit over red gummed. But that's nice. It's just nice and red gummy. You could call it like double oaked. Still sweet, you know. It's got that elements of the Tasmanian whiskey in there with that sweet apricotty peach vibes. But now it's just made it like, it's just deep, dark, rich. It's sweet but not as bright as the other one. The other one, you can kind of get that note of the red gum is not, hasn't been changed that much, so it's still just that original red gummy note, just masking the 2020 Bookers, whereas this is like got the peated smoke. It's just a whole lot of things going right now. But you know what? It's an interesting experience. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to finish this and say tune in for part 3. I mean, we're going to have to keep blending till it's finished. We are probably going to transfer this into a bottle, but I'm going to let it sit for just another little bit and we'll come back to it. Alrighties. Cheers, everyone. Mm. Mm. They're both good. They're just different. This is why there's probably batches of bourbon, you know? That could be an award-winning batch. That one could be an award-winning batch. Here we are thinking we're going to combine the batches together. I should just do comparison batches, eh? Anyways, I'll catch you all next time. Mm. Very raisiny. That smoky campfire right in the back. That Lagavulin 2022 special release. It does do some interesting elements in there. If you like smoky and you like sweet, you like bourbon, this could be the experiment for you guys. Anyways, I'll catch you all next time. See you all.